So I was walking down this pathway last week and it was 2 degrees. I had a heavy winter jacket on, and in the water here, there was actually pieces of ice still floating around just a week ago. And now it's completely the opposite. The sun is out, I'm in a light jacket like this, and not a trace of ice to be seen. So imagine a graph where on the x-axis you've got the temperature. So let's say over here you've got like really, really hot, like 40 degrees, and over here you've got like 0 degrees, freezing cold. And if you go on the y-axis, you've got my happiness. So very happy and not very happy. The graph, I think, would look something like this. Usually I'm happy when it's very, very warm, and that explains why I'm starting to get some really good vibes here today. We got all the way up to 15 degrees here in Stockholm, so for me that is like a very good level of happiness. So with the weather starting to warm up here in Sweden, it's easy to see why I'm starting to get more and more excited about being here. And of all the countries I could have ended up in, Sweden seems like kind of the least likely of all of them. I mean, when I was growing up, my whole goal was like, I love the warm weather, I love it hot. I'm gonna move to someplace very, very warm. So like the whole story of my life, like when I was in high school and I was applying to colleges, I was thinking, okay, I want to go to Arizona State University. If you guys know anything about Arizona, it is the desert state. It's very hot, very sunny. And I'm thinking, okay, I want to go to school there, and just when everybody's freezing cold in the wintertime, we're going to have a nice 30 degrees year round. And that's Celsius, by the way. And so I applied, I was looking at all these schools, and then I got a huge scholarship offer to go to my in-state school of Washington State University. And I'm going, okay, I can't turn down all this free money. So I ended up going to my state school, which was also a very, very cold place. But my story doesn't end there. When I was done with college, I'm like, okay, now I'm definitely done with cold places. And I started researching, all right, places where I can get my first job. I was looking at California, I was looking at Texas, all the warm weather places in America that you can imagine. And then I met a Swedish girl, and she started talking about how amazing it is here in Sweden. I was like, you know what? I can come check it out for a little bit. Then I ended up falling in love with this country, and next thing you know, here I am in a cold place one more time. So it's days like today where I start to get excited, and you can see even like the leaves and things on the trees are starting to get back. Things are starting to come to life again, and being somebody who loves being in warmer places, I'm really starting to get excited. Another thing that you'll notice if you come to Sweden in April or May is that Swedish people are obsessed with the sun. And I mean, I guess that makes sense if you go an entire winter without seeing it. As soon as they start to get some sunny days here, everybody just goes outside. I mean, you can see at this cafe, inside, there's absolutely nobody, and outside, there's just tons of people soaking up as much sun as they can. And this is on a Tuesday afternoon. Even for schools, the teachers will take their classes outside. Look at this. All these kids just soaking up the sun. I mean, if I was teaching still, I would do the same thing. I can't really blame them. So speaking of not teaching anymore, the warm weather isn't the only thing that I'm super excited to talk about in this video, and I actually got a new job here in Stockholm. For those of you that don't know, I haven't had a full-time job here in Sweden since June of last year when I was working full-time at Pro Olympia in Norrköping at the school, and since then I worked part-time at the beginning of last year as a teacher, and then I've done a lot of different freelance work with videos and for different businesses, and of course focusing on this YouTube channel and all those things. But I think I need something a little bit more routine and a little bit more structure, and so I was looking for different opportunities, but I didn't want to do something that I wasn't truly passionate about. And I came across an opportunity that was very, very unique to me, and I thought, wow, this is like the perfect opportunity because back when I was in America, I was a serious soccer player and soccer coach. It was kind of a family thing, actually. My parents are both longtime soccer coaches. I was coaching with them, and actually the last year before I moved to Sweden, it was my brother's final year of high school, and so he was actually playing soccer for the team that the three of us parents were coaching for. So soccer has been a huge part of my life. I know you guys kind of get bothered that I don't call it football, but as an American, if I say football, all of my American viewers are going to think I'm talking about American football, but soccer, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But basically, there's this app in Stockholm, and it's an app that's there to help players and teams and coaches develop their skills. And basically this app was looking for a content creator, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, wow, I am literally perfect for this, because I've done blogging. I actually created a soccer blog in the past when I was in America about coaching, and it still gets thousands of visitors every single month. I love creating videos, and I love soccer. So as you guys can tell, I'm extremely excited and grateful for this new opportunity. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I just want to ensure you guys that just because I'm going to be working full time, it does not mean that I'm going to stop doing these YouTube videos for you guys. I absolutely love making these YouTube videos for you guys, and just remember, when I started this channel, I was actually working full time as a teacher as well. But this is going to be really fun going forward. I'm excited for all of you guys that have been following my journey here in Sweden. I'm excited to continue to share my experiences here. I think there's still a ton of cool things to experience, especially here in the capital. And just one last thing, I want to thank the sponsors of today's video, Northman Lange. I partnered with this watch brand because I thought their watches looked extremely cool. They're not overly expensive, but they're still amazing quality. If you guys want to pick one of these up, there is a link down in the description, and if you use my name, you can get a nice little deal on these watches. So I just wanted to shout them out real quick before ending this video. But with that being said, guys, thanks so much for watching and following along, and I'll see you in the next video.